Outgoing Auditor General Edward Ouko now wants a review of the Public Audit Act to ensure recommendations of audit reports are actionable to facilitate either recovery or sacking of anyone found guilty of reaping where they have not sown. Ouko says this will go a long way in countering corruption. Ouko, whose 8-year term in office lapsed Monday, urged the appointing authority to hasten the recruitment of the new Auditor General, saying activities would stall. Chemutai goin tells us more.
His biggest regret, he says, was that recommendations by his office got lost in the politics that often clouds the review of audit reports. Edward Ouko proposing a review of the Public Audit Act to make the recommendations final.
There's a need, once the auditors raised a recommendation or an issue, it is what action do we take? Recovery? Is it administrative or people fired? And that's it.
The pioneer Auditor General under the Constitution 2010 says his 8-year tenure was the most fulfilling, that his motivation was the thirst to ensure public resources were properly utilized.
I'd rather see a governor being impeached because it betrayed what the citizens had participated in and wanted to do.
Ouko's term was not short of controversy. He had to deal with budget cuts and even an attempted ouster, which he terms his lowest moment. And
that made me extremely disappointed, because the very people who were meant to protect me were the very people who are now roasting me. Thank God, reason prevailed.
In 2016, Ouko came under a scathing attack by President Uhuru Kenyatta, who questioned his investigations into the Eurobond monies.
No, I don't think President was attacking me. To me, I think President was making a genuine remark. At that time, he was expressing what a feeling which he had. And I didn't take it really personally. People have read very much into it, but to me, I've never really read quite a lot into it.
He also wants the Constitution amended to have an oversight board anchored in Parliament, take up the role of setting the budget for the Office of the Auditor General, and also initiate the process of recruiting his successor.
There are some reports which are now very critical for the other systems to use, especially now that we are strongly handling these issues of corruption.
Ouko prides in leaving a digitized office and sufficiently remunerated staff. He urges his successor to take forward the initiative to stretch the frontier of accountability.
If we are going to be impactful, we have to bring back accountability, facilitate accountability at the lowest denominator, in other words, where the people are.
Ouko exits alongside control of budget Agnes Odhiambo, both having served an 8-year non-renewable term. President Kenyatta has, through a Gazette notice, designated Deputy Controller of Budget Stephen Marsha to act in Odhiambo's former role as a substantive replacement is sought. The president will now have to employ a delicate balancing act in finding suitable individuals to fit the shoes of Agnes Odhiambo and Edward Ouko, whose term comes to an end at a point when the war against graft has intensified, noting the importance of their offices in feeding even the investigating officers on information. Chemutai goin, Citizen TV, Nairobi.